Hello, hello! It's Simone. I am back with another journal with me process in my February journal. I am using a DaisyDori from Coco Daisy. I'm just starting. It is already the middle of the month and I have printed my photos up to now, or not really to now, but these are the notes that I took. Here are the photos. I will go ahead and cut them apart and stick the sticky note on the back of the photo. And just in case you were wondering, I have two ways to print my photos. I'm using either my Canon Selfie, or I actually order them from Costco. And if I am using my Canon Selfie, I most of the time go ahead and use the pick frame app before, and then just make collages and print them onto my paper. So I can have these kinds of different collages like that. And now I'm going to go ahead and cut them apart. I'm not going to film this process and stick the sticky notes, and then I will be back with the journaling part. There's a video showing you the cover, how I made this. If you want to have a look at it, it is linked in the description box below, and there you can see how I failed or didn't really do a great job with heat embossing. So I moved from one table to the other because the lighting was much better on my dining room table. And this is the first page that I did, and here you can see the start of my birthday journaling. So I'm just pushing these out of sight, and I switched from the big box of embellishment to this insert for my iris container. I didn't find the embellishments, and so I divided them up into the tabs, Coco Daisies things, these smash stamps, dimensional embellishments, and stickers and embellishment from past kits. This is the cut aparts from Little by Little. Here are the stamps and the washi that was included in the February planner kits from Coco Daisy. This date stamp that I'm going to use throughout the month. And then I'm also including that LA Studio stamp set. This one right here. I just like the way it looks, and you will see later in the following Journal With Me videos how that actually really ties the whole journal together. So I'm debating if I'm going to include the set of 4, the collage. I might do an actual scrapbook layout about that. So yeah, I'll just put that aside and include it if I really think I need it. Now this pouch from Studio Calico is where I keep all the stickers and the stamp set that I use in my journal, and I am using this stamp set that I talked to you about just before to stamp headlines, or headlines. And you could reach a similar effect with alphabet stickers, but I really love that you have an endless supply of letters when you use a stamp set. So now I'm measuring if I would fit Santa right next to the picture, but I won't, so I need to change my plan here, and I'm just going to stamp Santa above the photo and then Cruise right next to it. I probably would achieve a much neater stamping impression if I would just stamp each letter by itself, but yeah, I'm way too lazy and I don't really care too much about that kind of stuff. And here I'm checking whether the ink pad, it's the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, will ghost or actually seep through the paper, and it is the worst of all the inks that I tried in this Coco DaisyDori insert. I usually use the VersaFine black ink, or actually StazOn. I don't know if my stay zone is just so old that it doesn't bleed through the paper, or why it works so well for me, but I really like working with that in my DaisyDori. And you can see above the cruise in that top right corner, there is this white space. But before I get to that, I'm writing on that tag, "Happy birthday to me," and I'm just writing it in large letters, and then I am going to emphasize the downstrokes by just going over them again one more time and filling out the um, blanks that I created that way. It's just, people call this, when you do it with cursive handwriting, they call it faux brush lettering, but you can actually also do it with just normal printed letters. Doesn't really need to be cursive to work. So yeah, that's what I write there. And then you can see much better now this white, almost square space. Shamel Lane, who is doing Glitter Girl videos, you probably know her on YouTube, calls this trapped space, and I really like that expression for this. I somehow seem to actually intentionally create trapped space or trapped white space in my journal and then fill it up with embellishments, and that's what I do here as well. I used this now arrow, which is also a lot of the things that I use are from Coco Daisy, because that's the kid club that I subscribed since January 2016. So I have printables and older things in my stash that I got from them, and this is one of them. It is a printable, and I just cut that out and then grounded this with one of the hard washi that was included in the Coco Daisy planner kit in February of 2017. And then I journal about our day and what we did, and I decided I will not use that large collage that you saw in that picture, and I just grabbed another picture where I hold a coffee cup to see what the coffee company that we got the coffee from was actually called, and then I'm wondering where I will add these two photos that I want. Yes, here you can see I decided, no, I'm not going to use this. I am just writing about that, and then I'm going to make a layout with the whole collage. Yeah. Then I loved this adventure card, but it's too big, and I have the 6x6 paper pad, and there is this in a smaller version, but I totally don't remember that, so it's not going to end up on that page. Yeah, and I'm going through all of the journaling cards that I have in this container. I pulled them from my stash. A lot of them are, again, Coco Daisy Day in the Life cards, and then they are just from recent kits that I got from, some of them are from Studio Calico, that one dad card. There were Feed Your Craft cards, and also Citrus Twist. And I just went through the most recent ones and looked for prompts and quotes that I thought would go well in a journal. So I didn't really have a lot left that I wanted to write, so I thought I could put I could fill the empty space, because I wanted to journal about the next thing that I did on the next page. And yeah, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Where am I going to do that? Put that picture? Am I going to include all three of them? I don't know. I just know I have 3 photos. I want to tell the story of Santa Cruz on one page. that's what I decided. And yeah, hmm. thinking. So when I put that journaling card down there, I really liked that block, and you will see in just a minute, actually go and do that. And I decided, okay, I journal, and then I'm looking through the papers that came. Yeah, see, the journaling cards didn't really work. I need to find something else, and I pull that paper, and it's the exact same colors that were used in the DaisyDori, and that's a perfect match, so that will work perfectly. So I decide, yeah, before I'm going to cut the paper, I need to journal everything that I want to say, because then I'm just going to put that strip down in the bottom of the page, and then I will choose two of the photos and place them there. I had thought for a quick moment that I could probably do a tip-in that folds out, but then I didn't really have a lot to say. So no, not going to do that. Just sticking the photos down there, and then yeah, debating, am I going to embellish this with some kind of washi tape? But no, I don't like that. And then I found, when I was flipping through the journaling cards, I pulled this card out, and it said, "This moment and the details." And I really liked that, because I knew I wanted to write about the evening that I spent at the movies, watching my first ever movie with my husband. We somehow never got around to get a babysitter here yet. We haven't really gone looking. And so, since my friend was staying at our house, she was the perfect babysitter. So we were able to go on a date night for the very, very first time since we moved to the United States in August 2007. Not 17, 15. So 1.5 years later, we are going on our first ever date. It's not that we haven't spent time together. We often eat lunch together. So, yeah, but we have never really been away in the evenings. And we decided not to go for dinner, because we can have lunch together a lot of the times, but we never really go and see movies. So that was really a very nice treat. And then I added another headline to the tab that says, "And it even continues." So the front reads, "Happy birthday to me, and it even continues all through the night." It was really, really great day. It was one of the best birthdays I have ever had in a really long time, which is partly my fault, because I really don't like celebrating my birthday. So that I don't remember my birthdays as being special is because I don't have a party, because I don't have friends over, or I don't go out. But this was nothing I had really planned. I spent a day with one of my very dear friends in a city that I really like. I went to the movies in the evening with my husband. So yeah, really, really great day. And that's why I actually took 3 pages in my journal to journal about that day, because I thought it was just special. So, and it doesn't really matter that it was my 40th birthday. It could have been the 39th or the 41st. Is that what you say? I don't know. Well, my 41st birthday. And I left that space deliberately, because I knew I was going to stamp date night right in between the journaling and the journaling card with the movie tickets. And we watched Hidden Figures And oh man, it was just a great movie, let me tell you. So, as you can see, I just told you that I love stamping the words just as they are and not each individual letter. But with this stamp set, it just so happens that if you put the stamps onto the block, they will space out really wide, and I didn't have enough room here, so I had to stamp each letter individually so that it would fit on the page. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you next time. Bye!